Man, that sun's bright. Woohoo! It's spring here in Perth. Bit cloudy. I mean, if you go that way, I've just come from that way, 10 k's away, and there's like no cloud. It's just blue, blue, blue. All this clouds coming over, but no rain for an entire week. And we're going to be hitting 27, 28 degrees Celsius. Spring's coming. We've gone from like 0 to bloody, you know, almost 30 degrees within about 2 weeks, which is pretty good. So today I'm riding the Street Triple. So what I want to discuss with you guys today is, which I've fitted. I bought it second hand and I fitted it, and it is, I don't know if you can see it there, that red thing. Put my gloves there. This is a fully adjustable R spec, or Triumph Street Triple R shock absorber for the R version, not this base version. But I picked it up second hand off of eBay for about 220 bucks posted, and I tell you what, it is freaking awesome. This thing is so much better than the standard basic Triumph Street Triple shock. The other one, even though it gave you a plush ride, it was too soft. I sit on it, I'm 80, just over 80 kilos, and I was probably dropping about 2.5 inches just over my body weight, and even with the preload cranked up, and you go around corners and it will go wallow, wallow, wallow. So as you can see here, you've got these adjustments just here. That's for compression. There's one on the very bottom underneath, which you got to get through here with a long screwdriver, which is for rebound. And of course you've got your preload here. Yeah, so I've got to say, I've dialed it in for me and how I feel about this bike, on this bike. I've dialed it in absolutely perfectly. So Triumph, when you look at their manuals, they have 3 settings. So you have like, I think it's 8 to 10 mil of preload, 9 clicks out. So you tighten it up, it goes click, 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 click. You tighten it up until it's fully in, and then you go click, click, click. So it comes from factory on the R version at 9 clicks out on compression and 9 clicks out on rebound. So I had a bit of a ride around. I had it on 9, had it on 8, just to make sure, because I do like a pretty firm ride. I like to feel the road, and well, you don't want too hard because then it just gets too vibey and too much feedback. But I've actually gone to 10 clicks out, and it has matched the front. So I've had some read some reviews on these, and everyone's saying, oh, if you do the rear shock, you've got to play around with the front, you've got to drop in cartridges and springs. Absolute crap. You do not, I'm going to get up. You do not have to do that at all. So basically, I think, sorry, it's got to itch my neck a bit. Didn't have a shave this morning. Yeah, so basically I've dialed it in to almost the same as the front, and they feel pretty good. But there's no adjustment on the front. On the R version, there is. It's a fully adjustable for preload, rebound and compression. These are just, you know, a set and forget type thing from the factory. But you can, oh excuse me, you can drop in progressive springs, you know, with a harder spring rate. You can put in thicker oil, you can put in more oil. Oh, there's all kinds of things you can do to it, but at the moment I've got this dialed in so it all matches. I am canted forward a bit more. The R version of these is the seat height is 835 mil. The base model like this one is 830. So I'm actually been lifted up about 5 more mil, which you can notice it, but not a huge amount. So it's actually pretty good. So yeah, so last week I recorded my street bob here, and I was pretty sure it was cooked with COVID, and the more and more I talked to people, I think I was. But yeah, it wasn't like really bad, but felt pretty average, I can tell you that. So yeah, so anyway, so it's spring here. This is a public holiday. It's the Queen's birthday. Ironically, we had a mourning day for the Queen last Thursday, which was also a impromptu public holiday for one day and a day of mourning. It's just, yep, so I've had a fairly short 2 weeks. So had Thursday off last week, then I worked Friday, Saturday morning, had yesterday off Sunday, went out riding with some friends of mine. We did about 240 k's on the street bob, which I will be doing a video on that one. next weekend or during the week I'll be recording it to discuss how not thrashing it but riding it, you know, pretty spiritedly, what sort of fuel economy I got out of it. And it's quite surprising, very surprising actually. So yeah, there you go. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly go on the bike, go for a bit of a run out through here like I do on my street bob, and hopefully today there is tourists and fucking cyclists everywhere. It's like a good day ruined, like golf, it's a good walk ruined. So yeah, so you know, I hate going out in public. Do you know why? Because the public's always there. Nah, only kidding. It's a stupid joke. Anyway, we'll get going. So, but we will. Just with this rear shocky, it just turns so much better. Much more refined. It's much more responsive. Seems like a lot of people have found my little spot. Just lean it right over, it's so good. Bit of wheelie. Alright, as last time, got to be careful because cars and bikes, look, there you go. Cars and bikes do tend to fly around here. So yeah, so it just corners and handles 10 times better. It's actually quite it's quite firm, which is the way I prefer it. And I run the maximum tyre pressures in my bike. I run 36 front and 40 to 42 rear. Just cut in so quickly. Just lean it over really well. There's that switchback I was talking about the other day on my street bob. You hardly feel that bump if you catch the right track. That's where all the gravel was the other day. So they're just changing all the shoulders. They've actually just re-tarmacked this part. I don't know why. There was nothing wrong with it. There's a pub up there. Wondering where hotel they call it. Great bacon sandwiches. Whew. Nice big thick pieces of bacon. It's got a bit cloudy now. This is all the forest and stuff through here. This is why I love riding through here. I don't know about you guys overseas. I think you're all under the impression that Australia is nothing but red dirt and desert. But clearly not. Hey, how are you going, dickhead? Really got no idea. They buy big cars and they try and intimidate people. I think they're immune to all the rules of everybody else. So today is a public holiday, so you've got to be so careful of speeding. Yeah, so there you go guys, just a quick one. I'll let you know I bought the R version shock absorber. It fits straight in. There is no modifications needed at all. So for all you guys out there, you know, your heavier blokes, especially with the standard suspension, you do not have to spend $1,000 on a rear shock absorber to improve the ride of these bikes. I mean, clearly, I've just paid $221 for a second-hand one, and it is absolutely perfect. It's basically improve the ride quality of this bike by 70 to 80%. Not the full 100% because the front could have better brakes, but anyway, that's another story. So anyway guys, I'm going to leave this one here. I'm going to pick you up again in a bit later on today. I'm out for a ride today. and in one of my favourite roads. But hopefully there's no constabulary, so I can ride a little bit. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more content notifications, and hit the like button. I do appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I'll see you again very soon on the next one.